All right, you guys. So look, these have been cooking for a bit. You notice the oil is about that deep, and what is that? I don't know, 3/4 of an inch, something like that. But you don't want to be too shallow, that's for sure. And then as you're cooking, now you'd say how many minutes? I don't know. Just use your eyeball. But you notice, you can look underneath them and you can kind of see that they're starting to get nice and brown, and they're starting to look like a crab cake. All right. So bottom line. Take them across. Sometimes you'll see uneven cooking, so and I'm not seeing it this time because the oil bath is pretty deep, okay? But if you see uneven cooking, you have to know what your cooking surface is, and this is like got a heating element in the middle. So if you see some that are like underdone in the middle or overdone on the other side, that's when you kind of make sure that you put the underdone stuff closer to the heat. Right, but these things are looking beautiful, which is what they're supposed to do. We still have some more crab meat to do over here, but bottom line is, we're going to be chowing down on some beautiful stuff. All right, so and I'm using a little fry pan. You can do this on the stove surface, of course. A fry pan is kind of nice. If you don't have that in your house, it might be something you want to consider. Just because you can isolate the mess, whatever.
And they're cheap.
And they're inexpensive, yes. Now, I want to go back and mention earlier, you don't want to put the stuff in there before the oil is to its proper temperature. So how do you know? And again, when you say use spit, you take your tongue and chung some spit into there. Or you can go over to the faucet and pull out some fresh water and, take a little bit of water. That's what you're doing. You're putting a little bit of water in there. And that tells you when it pops like crazy, the oil is ready. And if it's not ready, you're going to end up with mush. So these are beautiful. You want to cook them thoroughly. They're thin. Remember, thin, okay, which gives you a nice thin crab cake, so it cooks throughout. If you go too thick on your crab cakes, in other words, you make when you do them with your hand and you make them too thick, they are not going to be what you want.
And don't be fooled. Restaurants will say, "Oh, you have this big fat crab cake," but they're putting in filler, and guess what? Those are not good crab cakes.
Yeah, and you notice there was very little filler. A little bit of flour to stick it together, a little bit of egg to stick it together. That's it, folks. Crab is one of those things that it really doesn't. It can't tolerate a lot of other stuff. Some people put parsley in them. Some people put all this stuff in there. Old Bay seasoning is not bad, just in measured quantity. So you definitely want to, treat a crab cake like it's got what it's got. And the other thing you can have with your crab cake, of course, is cocktail sauce. Some people just like them straight up. And you probably want to salt them after. But, again, people have salt shakers. They can salt them themselves.
Don't add salt before.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Let them add their own salt.
Yeah, let them add their own salt. So, bottom line is this is going to be beautiful. And if you look underneath, like right now, these are cooking. I don't want to pull them out too fast, okay? Or too early, because you want to cook them thoroughly through. And you might think that the surface being brown is good, but you also want to make sure they are done through. Otherwise, you get in the middle and it's mealy. It's just not a good thing. So look, that's a beautiful crab cake right there. And we actually catch the crabs, we shell the crabs, or shuck them, or whatever you want to say, pick them here, and then I vacuum pack them. And so this crab is from last summer. Most people would say, well, that's way too long. Well, no, it's just fine, actually. We love our crab cakes. So the fresher the better, of course, but it's the dead of winter. Enjoy. So that's what we're doing, and we're going to be enjoying them. So I'll take them out. I'm going to put them on this paper towel plate wide to drain the grease off, and then we're going to enjoy. And they're still very warm, so you don't need too early, but not too late. Okay, bye.